Yep. That's actually a perfect segue because I did want to talk a little bit about that Kentucky-Kansas matchup, CO. I think that it said a lot more about Kentucky than it did about Kansas, just big picture.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And it showed the depth of their starting five. Like their fifth option can go and have a 27 and 8 rebound game. And the amount of attention that Oscar Tshiebwe attracts, like there was a couple of times they're boxing him out with two people. Keon Brooks ended up with 5 offensive boards because there's so much focus and attention going towards Tshiebwe, and he's still getting 15 boards, which is absurd in and of itself. Like that's the craziest thing I've ever seen. They bounce off this man like he's the Hulk. It's insane. But credit also, guys, like we didn't talk about this the other day. Kellen Grady defended his butt off. He chased Ochai Agbaji off those screens. He was outside shouldering him, making him drive. And then you have help inside with Tshiebwe waiting on him. Like he did a terrific job. That was a senior. That was a very good college player knowing how to play basketball off the ball defensively. Like he put on a clinic really of how to chase through screens and get in front.
You know what I loved about it? He's a dude that's known for his offenses, known for his shooting, that is going to Kentucky to try to showcase that. And he just sacrificed pretty much everything that he was doing offense. I think he only took like 4 or 5 shots. He was like, you know what? My job is to make sure that dude has a bad day. And Ochai finished 4 for 14 with 13 points. Prohm, that's you need guys that are willing to sacrifice the stuff that everyone loves doing to be able to do the stuff that you need to be able to win.
Yeah, no question, especially if you want to continue to grow and play deep into March, because everybody will get rewarded. Everybody will get rewarded at the end of the day. But, you know, when you really break down that kind of stat sheet from that game, when you go into Allen Fieldhouse and you out-rebound them by 12, and part of that, again, goes back to they're playing small ball. Sometimes they're playing 5 guards with Wilson at the 5 or, you know, Lightfoot's a smaller 5 man. But they only turned it over 9 times. Kentucky turns it over 9 times, and Wheeler and Tata, they get 13 assists combined. I mean, those are huge numbers, you know, on the road. 19 assists on 31 baskets from Kentucky.
You've coached a team in Fog Allen Fieldhouse, like 6 times in your career.
5 times.
How impressive? You got to win. I think Bill Self has lost 16 times now. He's 286 and 16 in that building. I don't know if I've ever seen somebody go in there when that place was full, packed to the brim with 18,000 fans, go in there and do that. Right? Like you don't do that to Kansas in that building.
Well, the last time was and I don't know, when was the Texas game, you know, a couple of years ago.
It was during COVID. Yeah, there were 2,000 fans. There were only 2,000
so
fans.
That's a little bit different, but you don't do that in Allen Fieldhouse. I know Arizona State went up there with Hurley a while back and played extremely well, but Allen Fieldhouse, that environment, when the music starts playing and Paul Pierce is on the jumbotron and you're looking around there, man. I mean,
Snoop Dogg makes an appearance. There's a whole lot going. There's a whole lot going on there at
when they got the money guns out there, the stripper pole showing up.
That was just the most audacious thing I've ever seen. I love that. I loved every bit of it. It was just we're in trouble, NCAA. We're in trouble. We're gonna bring Snoop Dogg and a money gun out. Do something. Sorry, Steve.
I need to have a straight face right now. But no, the one quote that Self said that was funny at the end of the game, and I think I read this right, was with Keon Brooks. You know, he coached the under 19s or whichever team that was, and he was like, man, you must have been really mad I cut you, you know. So but the one thing about Self, we know they'll be ready to go now that to tomorrow. Now I don't know if they'll win or not. But they'll be ready. But
you want to know why? You don't want to be in those practices on Sunday or Monday after that butt whooping that they just took.
No, I just, you know, and I would have never dreamed that was coming. You know, if you would ask me who's winning that game, I thought Kansas. They're coming off the Texas Tech game. I thought, man, they're going to win this game. Obviously Kentucky, man, showed a lot of moxie going in there, but there's nobody better after a loss than Self. And
none.
You know, but McCormick, man, they got to get something from David McCormick. You know, Braun, you know, Agbaji, you know, Wilson, it's those two spots you talked about, especially
Yep.
McCormick. You know,
Yep,
because
it's the
Harris
bu-
is solid. You know,
it's-
he's going to be solid across the board. You know, Remy's Remy, but it's McCormick, man. If he can come on like he did the back end of last year, then they can be who everybody wants them to be.
Yep, it's the bookends of a starting five. The point guard and the center spot are the ones that you need. But listen, we got to head to break here. Coming up next, we're going to take you through what should be one of the wildest nights in college basketball on Tuesday night.